Good morning to those who will listen. It is June 29th, 2018, 11:52 a.m. And if you saw my last video, you saw all my bug bites here. I'm just going to leave my camera here so I can make a phone call to U-Haul. And let's see how this goes. With all the trouble that we went through and all of the delays and all of the suffering from being in the heat and going into the grass and getting all these bug bites, and the delays we went through for all the repairs, I think that U-Haul should do something to reimburse us for all this trouble. So I'm going to call U-Haul and record this conversation and see what they say. So you'll get to hear it too. Here we go.
Thank you for calling U-Haul. In order to keep our promises with you, all calls to and from U-Haul will be recorded. If you would
Good.
like a copy, please let us know.
Yes, I think I'll get a copy of that.
For truck, trailer, storage, or portable moving and storage rental rates and information, please press 1. For equipment drop-off locations, please press 2. For customer service regarding your existing or completed rental, please press 3.
Maybe 3.
For roadside assistance regarding an accident, breakdown, or other type of emergency, please press 4.
Looks like 3 we're pressing. And how long are we going to be on hold? It's 11:54.
Have you submitted a review regarding your U-Haul experience? Any
Not
concerns
yet.
can be resolved
It's not good.
once our location is aware of your experience. Complete your review now at uhaul.com/review.
Yeah, they gave me an email saying, "How was your experience using U-Haul?" And I figured I would just call them instead of trying to do a survey online. I'd rather talk to an actual person.
Completing a review of your experience online is the first step towards ensuring that the next family doesn't have a reoccurrence of any issues you experienced. Save time and fill one out at uhaul.com/review.
I mean, if they reimburse us for all this trouble, then I'll do another video saying, we went through a lot of stuff, but U-Haul, got things right, made things right, and
Go to uhaul.com/review.
I won't complain. But if they do, then I guess a lot of people are going to hear about this, because it's not right what we went through, and we had to pay 3 extra separate things that they overcharged us 3 different times on 3 different credit cards, and they never called us about getting our refunds for that either, which makes me mad. Gotta remember to say that on there.
Save time and contact us online. Go to uhaul.com/review.
This actually might be funny, because I'm going to tell them that this is going to be a long explanation. Alright, I'm going to put this on pause until they actually answer the phone. When they finally answer, I'm just going to start recording again. You won't hear me introducing it. So it's 11:57 right now. Let's see how long this takes too. It's 11:54 when we started. Well, 11:53 I think when we started this. It is now 12 noon and I'm still waiting. It's been 7 minutes so far. It is now 12:05. It's now been 12 minutes waiting. Alright, now it's 12:10. It's been 17 minutes. This is starting to get annoying now. How long do I have to wait on the line to get a stinking representative?
Contact us online. Go to uhaul.com/review to share your experience with
12:12.
Thanks for calling U-Haul customer service. This is Amber. How can I help you?
Hi, I have a story to tell you about what happened, and I'm hoping that you guys can make this right.
Okay. What's going on with you? Is this in regards to a truck or a storage unit?
It was a truck and a tow dolly, and the truck was fine, but the tow dolly had many issues. It delayed us 2 extra days because of all this. And this started out on Monday. On Monday, we went to get the truck. We had a trailer originally, but we couldn't do it because my van wouldn't haul it. It was too heavy, so we wound up getting a truck. I asked them if they could apply the refund from the trailer and put it towards the truck, and they said they agreed when I called on the phone. When I got to the dealership, they said no, they can't do that. You have to wait 72 hours to get a refund for that. And we still haven't got that refund or haven't heard for a call for that at all. And then after that, we were trying to get the truck and the tow dolly rented on a credit card. And for some reason, the credit card was declined, even though it was my mother's credit card, and she didn't even use it. There was $800 on there, and we were just trying to put $200 on there. And that didn't work. So my sister had to use her credit card to do she only had enough to get the truck because they wouldn't give us the refund for the trailer. So she had to get the truck, and then I had to put the tow dolly on my credit card, and they charged me $365 when it should have only been $149. So I had to call about that to get a refund on that, and they said that they would call me and I would get my refund. They said they agreed that they'd charged me too much and that they would give me a refund. I have not heard anything from that, and I haven't got a refund from that either. And then my mom's credit card kept getting declined, and then they wound up charging $150 on it, even though they said it never went through. And we're still waiting for a recall on that to get a refund from that. That was just the first day. We were stuck there at the U-Haul office for 4 hours, and we didn't get nothing done. And we finally, after 4 hours, we finally got the truck and everything. But after that, we were so tired, so we decided just to wait till the next morning to go. And then the next morning we went. We took the trailer back, and then got the truck and hooked the tow dolly to that. We had the people at the U-Haul dealership. They put it all on there. And right before we were leaving, I noticed that the left taillight assembly for the tow dolly wasn't there. There was no light. It was just cords hanging down, and the cover on it was just barely hanging on. So I pointed it out to them, and they said, okay, we'll fix this. And he fixed it, and he patted it and said, this ain't going nowhere. Okay, fine. So we're on the road. We're driving from Rifle, Colorado. That's where we got the truck and everything. And we drove past through Denver, and the truck was terrible through the mountains. We were going like 25, 30 miles an hour through the mountains. It was like we couldn't get any speed up. It was terrible. And then we got past Denver, and we stopped in Brighton to get some gasoline, and the taillight assembly's gone again. The whole thing, the whole cover's gone, the light's gone. All that's left was a cord hanging out, and we're like, what in the world? So then we tried to go to a dealership before they closed, and we went to this one place, and they said that they were just a dealership, that they did not do repairs. So then we had to call the 1-800-GO-U-Haul for the roadside assistance. We waited 2 hours for a guy to finally come out to fix the taillight assembly. When he got there, it didn't take too long for him to fix it there, but another half hour. So we lost like another 2.5 hours there. And we were trying to just drive as far as we could. So about midnight, we stopped at a motel because we were just so tired we couldn't go on. So the next morning, Wednesday morning, we're back on the road again, and we had a lot of delays with construction and stuff. And then it was about close to 7 o'clock, and we were about 140 miles from our destination in Newton, Iowa, and the tire blew out on the tow dolly. It totally blew out. There's nothing left of the tire. The rim was half gone. The fender was damaged, and the taillight assembly was totally gone again. So this time we had to call and we're on the interstate, and I could only get so far off of the road because there's a big ditch on the side with a bunch of tall grass and everything. And then we called the roadside assistance and gave them all the information, the GPS locator, all of that. And they said, okay, we'll get a hold of somebody to come out there and help you. And she says, we'll call you right back. An hour goes by, still haven't heard nothing from nobody. What's going on? What's going on? So I had to call them back again. I get somebody else. They had no idea what was going on. So I got frustrated, hung up on them, called back again, and they said, okay, well, we got to transfer you to the person. Okay, then after that, I talked to the same lady again, and she says, we're trying to get somebody out there. It's going to be another 90 minutes. I'm like, oh, God. And it's starting to get dark, and these semis are just driving by, and the whole truck is shaking because it's really close to the interstate, and we're worried, about getting hit on the side of the road. 3 hours go by altogether, and then the guy finally shows up, and he says, oh, my God, you guys are in an unsafe location. We're just going to change the tire, and then we're going to drive to the next exit, and then I'll fix the rest of it there. The guy was really nice. He was great. So when we got there, he had to use duct tape and zip ties to hold the wheel cover together, and then he had to use a generic light for our turn signal and brake lights on the right side, and it was just terrible. It was literally just hanging there, but we just had to go on like with that. We made it the rest of the way, but it was just barely hanging on. And we had, people. My sister planned a party for us, the night before, and we had to cancel that. And I had an appointment the next day, which luckily I made, but I was worried. It was a very important one. I had to go to for Section 8, and it's just been we wound up we were supposed to get to Davenport, our destination, originally on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, and we got delayed. So then it was going to be Wednesday. We figured we'd get there at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday. We wound up not getting all the way to our destination until 1:30 a.m. the next day, Thursday, yesterday. And when I was waiting for the guy in Newton, Iowa, to come fix the tire, we were on the side of the road, and it was just sunset. It's starting to get dark, and I didn't have much gas in the truck, and I didn't want to waste the battery turning on the air conditioning to keep cool. So I was outside in this tall grass, and I got bit up. I got like hundreds of bites all over my body from this, and I just was relieved that we finally got here. But we went through so much stress, and we were really worried that we were either going to get hurt or something happened, because we were on the side of the interstate